you an expert in your field, or do you provide professional services and consultation? Do you have knowledge that someone would be willing to pay for? Do you know how to monetize that knowledge and turn it into a sustainable online business? You're not alone. Many professionals find it challenging to create a profitable online business around their expertise. But now, there's a solution. Subscribe to the Customer Skills Consultation app waitlist and download the Knowledge Monetization Toolkit packed with practical strategies and real-world examples that will help you monetize your skills, knowledge, and create a sustainable online income. Whether you're a coach, consultant, author, speaker, teacher, or any other type of expert, this ebook will give you the tools and guidance you need to succeed. Don't wait any longer to monetize your knowledge. Join our waitlist now and take the first step towards creating a sustainable online income. Visit www.cashmyskills.com.
Welcome to Join Momentum, where we're not just a company, but a community of digital innovators. At Join Momentum, our mission is simple yet powerful: to accelerate digital talents and business productivity through practical work experiences, trainee internships, and talent placement. We believe in the transformative power of hands-on experience and mentorship, so all our associates learn by doing, not just theories. Through these efforts, we build innovative products and solutions that address user needs and create value for our candidates, clients, and stakeholders. You can partner with us in our mission to accelerate digital talents and increase business productivity by working with us, hiring our talents, or investing in us. This is Join Momentum.
My name is Stanley Ehiemere. My IT professional title is Business Analyst / Data Analyst. I got to know Joy Momentum from my wife. She came across Joy Momentum from her Instagram page and introduced it to me. My interest in transitioning from a marketing background to a technology background is what made me join. Of course, the world is going tech, so I decided that I could give this challenge a try. The impact has been amazing. It has given me another face to life. It's like a paradigm shift from being a marketing person to now a technology person. The impact is huge. Anybody who looks at my LinkedIn page now can see that there's traffic. Even on my CV, my paper CV, there is traffic. A lot of things are happening because of this transition and this program with Join Momentum. With Join Momentum, it's a place where from the very first week you join, after you get onboarded, the next thing is for you to join a project team, a live project team. It's not a place where you fold your arm and every other person is. You run as they are running. And so one of the projects I first got on was Cash My Skills project, which is a very wonderful project. I worked with lovely colleagues. That project was basically to develop a platform for content creators, digital writers, and everyone who is a techpreneur. That's the project I got on. I worked on that project as a BA, business analyst, and it was an eye-opener because that was my very first project as one who just transitioned into tech, and it was quite interesting. It was challenging. It was insightful. I learned a lot when it comes to collaboration, communication, when it comes to working the agile way, having daily scrums, reporting on tasks as they go on, So it was quite a very good one from Join Momentum, working on that project. The next project I got on was the Ingenious project, which was happened to be my second project. Another beautiful project, working on a job simulation platform where job seekers could have a first-hand experience of what the job role looks like. People transition, immigrant transition down to the UK. That they come down to the UK, and the very first thing that hits them is, where do we get experience, job experience, the UK job experience. This is what Join Momentum is building into their ingenious platform, where there's a simulation platform for you to now begin to learn firsthand how the job market works here in the UK. And it gives you that level of experience. It gives you references that you want from potential employers when they ask for reference, because you have gone through this process, the job simulation process and all of that. You can easily get reference from there. And of course, you have experience already, first-hand experience as to what that job entails. So that's what the Ingenious project is about. Yeah, those are the two projects that I have worked on with Join Momentum, and they are amazing. The expectation I have at the onset, quite a lot have been met, really. I won't take that away from Join Momentum. I mean, someone who just transitioned into tech, and the very first, second, third week you are working on projects which you've not done before, and most of these things I did remotely. And that's another aspect of work in the UK that you need to learn, how to work remotely. 85%, if not 90% of my expectation have been met, and evidence that they have been met is the fact that my work at Join Momentum has helped me into getting opportunities in companies where I never thought I could step into. I mean, if I've gotten this much from Join Momentum, if Join Momentum has helped me to open the door to Tesco Bank, if I must mention it, because that is where I work now, and because of what I had on my CV, haven't gotten from the experience with Join Momentum, and I'm working now with Tesco Bank. I mean, what's stopping you from joining the program? If you're still thinking, then you are wrong. If you're still working, then you are wrong. You need to run into Join Momentum. That is where all that is called tech is happening. That is where the next big thing is happening when it comes to gaining technology experience. And when it comes to training, I'm not sure they have rivals. They won't train you like others train you. It's like training you and letting you train yourself on the job. You understand? Because you have guys, you have ladies who know what it means to work in the agile way. You have guys who understand what it means to impart knowledge onto somebody, guys who have done it and done it time and time again. And I mean, it's a place where you be yourself. Flexibility is second to none at Join Momentum, and I see what I call a human library at Join Momentum, and that is the fact that you share your concerns in an open and transparent manner, and they listen. That is the beauty of joining Join Momentum. If there's one word I could use to describe my experience with Join Momentum, it would be excellence. If you want to get value for money, if you want to see where work is done professionally, please come to Join Momentum. I'm almost like pleading with you to come and succeed at Join Momentum, because those who have joined, I have succeeded. And I'm telling you that Join Momentum has been like the key to open my door to the tech world, because they want me to succeed. Thank you for this time. Thank you, Join Momentum.
My name is Yabo Umar Lawal, and my title at Join Momentum is Senior Scrum Master.
slash delivery lead. Just to give a bit of background, I resigned the year COVID happened. I resigned from my full-time work the year COVID happened. So as you can imagine, I was now, of course, I had a health challenge, and that took some time, and I was looking for a way to get back into working full time. And of course, everywhere, everybody, every organization was doing remote. At the time, I didn't even hear a lot about hybrid roles. It was remote working. So one of the greatest influences Joy Momentum had on me professionally was it was the first place that actually exposed me to all of the tools required to work efficiently in a remote role, because we were working 100% remotely. Because before then it was absolutely alien to me. So, I learned a lot of new tools. I recall one of my very first sessions. I think we were trying to come up with a document on a Scrum call, and I was really struggling. Like, okay, are they going to hear me? Are they going to see me? Are they going to, But yeah, but I eventually came over that, and yes, so that has been a very positive influence on me professionally. Joy Momentum is a safe, non-judgmental, warm, friendly, homely environment. It encourages continuous learning. Of course, we go through a lot of changes, but the culture there is so friendly. It's so warm. I can't even stress it enough. I'm always excited. I'm always looking forward to the next day. It's intense though. There's a lot of work to do. You have to, get going. We have meetings. You put yourself on different projects. You have your deliverables. We have our Scrum calls, our daily Scrum calls, and we have the main ones on Fridays. So where you have to present as Scrum Masters. So even with all of that, they really do have a fantastic, friendly, warm culture that encourages continuous learning, allows you to make mistakes in a safe environment. I mean, one of the things I learned in my experience was progress over perfection, because I'm very, very methodical. I like everything to be pam, 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 to be done to the T before I even proceed. But I learned in Joy Momentum that, look, progress over perfection is the name of the game. And of course, another thing that is very instructive at Joy Momentum is that rewards and recognitions are given. I remember when I was awarded the nominated leader, I really felt very good, because of course, working remotely, you're not seeing your team members, you're not seeing everybody. You can almost feel, well, you're doing your best, but maybe it's being seen, maybe it's not being felt. Maybe the impact is not being felt on your team members. You're not sure unless you actually put in some things in place to measure, or just know to yourself that I put my best in every day. So I was very, very, very excited about that. And that's one of the things I like about Joy Momentum. A typical day at Joy Momentum starts with daily Scrum calls, which usually take about an hour. Well, it actually depends. Sometimes it's just 30 minutes. Sometimes it could stretch for a bit. Then you go into project meetings, maybe for about 2 hours. Then you and another team member may be working on something, and you have another session later. You could be working on a presentation, requesting feedback from team members, trying to make sure that you remove any blockers, checking on other team members to make sure that they're not keeping quiet even if they're struggling. Yeah, and then before you know it, the whole day is over. And then, of course, before the end of the week, you then start to prepare your presentation at the main meeting that we have on Fridays. So yeah, there's tracking, nobody's going to hound you. So you have to be self-disciplined to follow your own progress, and also volunteer for stretch roles. For someone considering join Momentum as an organization now, and really depends on what your reasons are, be clear on what your reasons are. But honestly, they're the best out there in the market. You would get hands-on 100% project work. You would get learning. I came in as a seasoned professional, so work experience wasn't my challenge. Actually had over almost 20 years work experience with IT experience when I joined. But even at that, I still was able to work on very, very, very fantastic, very interesting, very challenging products. One of the things I wanted at the time was CV rebranding, LinkedIn optimization, because I was very clear. I mean, I'm a consultant at heart, right? I like to be very clear on why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I had those somewhere in my notes. Okay, this is why I'm joining John Rental. But you have access to certifications, lots of training. We have webinars. I'm currently on Temi Ajibewa's personal branding mastery program. And guess what? I didn't know anything about Temi Ajibewa. I learned about Temi Ajibewa from Join Momentum because we had a product at the time, Cash My Skills, and they organized a webinar and I was part of that webinar because I was always interested in knowing the best way to monetize my skills. And I joined the webinar, met Temi Ajibewa, and honestly, that's what I'm currently doing. So those are the kind of exposures you get from Join Momentum. It's been a fantastic experience. I was there for over a year, but of course I've got on to other things now. Thank you.
You're going to have to bear with me. My voice is a bit croaky. I've got a sore throat and a bit of a cold. So, just bear with me tonight. I'm getting better. And thank you for dialing in. It's going to be a bit of a brief or a short one tonight because I want to keep this consistent. That's why I decided to make sure that I am live today. So, we're kicking off a new series. If you can hear me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, please connect, say hello in the chat. I want to hear you. I want to be sure that you can hear me. As I tried this out last week, it seems to be a good idea to do it this way. I'm still online, but I want to be able to come back online if there's anything I need to clarify. But essentially, we're kicking off this series today on artificial intelligence. That's AI. Artificial intelligence productivity boost. I've been speaking at different events across the UK to different audiences. And something that struck me is that even though AI is gaining a lot of traction, almost every startup now or every product team, they are building one AI product or another. But it's still interesting to see that a lot of people are yet to really be able to take advantage or full advantage of the AI phenomenon. So I thought, okay, I'll do my bit to start exposing and sharing some of my own personal experiences on how we can or you can boost your productivity, things I've done that's helped me using AI. And I want to be able to share that with the community. So tonight, I'm going to kick this off. But before we go, let's do the do first. A couple of things. Let's see. Okay, my slide is starting from the back. Okay, so all right, this is my first slide. There we go. My YouTube channel is coming soon. You probably see some advertisement promoting the channel, but please go ahead and subscribe already. It's youtube.com/Victor Sonde. So please subscribe and you will not be let down. So, like I said, this is the first part of this AI productivity boost series. It's a massive topic. So what I want to do is from time to time bring small segments, and little bits and bobs of this topic to this podcast. And as you probably might have noticed, we renamed this podcast from this series onwards. Instead of the live audience series, is now called the Epic Growth Podcast. Okay? Epic Growth Podcast. Still remain yours truly, Victor Sonde. This podcast, of course, I'm Chief Product Officer at Join Momentum. At Join Momentum, we have a mission to continue accelerating digital talent and also business productivity acceleration through providing practical work experience for graduates, training internships, job seekers, and talent placement through our Talent Connect for business. Through these efforts, we deliver innovative products and solutions that address the needs of our users and also create value for our candidates, our clients, and our stakeholders. This is Career Accelerator Placement Program, where you can join to work to secure work experience with Join Momentum in the digital space, whether as an agile coach, software tester, and so on and so forth. So do well to visit joinmomentum.co.uk and check out the opportunities available there. We provide unpaid internship through GDI up to £5,000 equivalent. Same thing for CAP. The only difference is that for CAP, you've got to sponsor yourself 30%. So we still give you 70% scholarship because we are very community focused and want to do our best to help so many people as possible to land a role or build experience in digital technology. Our learning platform continues to grow. growthacademy.joinmomentum.co.uk. Check it out. You'll find different training courses. And also, very soon, you'll start seeing our signature growth partner courses on the platform. So watch out for that. Okay, so let's delve into today's topic. When we talk about AI, I was thinking we're talking about AI in relation to productivity. But then productivity is also a massive topic. But today I'm going to be focusing mainly on personal productivity, right? Maybe another time we talk about business productivity. How can you use artificial intelligence? I want to be talking also in terms of examples, use cases. I think that's something people can relate with. And if there's anything you think you would like me to discuss or you like me to explain or clarify further, or even maybe demonstrate, I don't want to do too much demo because of the streaming, but maybe demonstrate if possible, let me know in the chat. I'll try my best to bring it to you. But speaking of personal productivity, all of us, we are now working mostly remotely. A lot of people, even companies now have hybrid working, 2 days remote, 2 days on site, and all that. Many of these are being enabled or facilitated enabled by artificial intelligence solutions, right? But as a person, what are the day-to-day type of activities that you get involved with that take a lot of your time? Some of them you have to do manually, some of them, even you're doing it with software, it still takes a longer time to get these things done. And that is what I want to talk about today. So I'm going to be focusing on 2 use cases today because, like I said, it's going to be a short one. And the first one today is calendar management. For me personally, this is one of the areas where I struggle. And, calendar, your diary every day is a big part of your day, especially at work or when you're doing business or whatever it is you're doing. You want to wake up in the morning with a clear agenda of the things you have to do for the day. And AI tools are available that can help you make this possible. So AI-driven calendar management can achieve things like smart scheduling of your meetings. So you can use AI tools with Google Calendar, with Microsoft Outlook, and they will find the best time in your diary for meetings. All they do is they look at the availability of people and preferences, and they will use that to suggest or to schedule your meetings for you. Another one is you can use AI to create or send reminders to your people. If you have a meeting, you can tell AI to help you to remind people with upcoming meetings, deadlines, or activities. In fact, I found one in Microsoft Teams now where if you make a post in the chat, you can actually add a flow to it that will remind or can turn that particular comment or post into a task using Microsoft Flow, for example. So This ensures that nothing falls through the cracks in your day. AI can also suggest optimal times for activities for you based on your productivity patterns. So it will read how well you use the system, what time you are productive, what time you are getting things done, and it will suggest time for you to say, okay, this can be good at this time. Let's look at a use case or an example. So let's say you're a marketing agency like Jane, a marketing professional. This tool is a very good one to do it, to manage our daily tasks. So we wake up in the morning and all our daily tasks is already highlighted. I use, excuse me, excuse me. I use a tool from Microsoft called Microsoft To Do. I don't use Todoist. And it's also very brilliant. It just makes a list and sometimes it suggests for me the things I could do, and that's based on the things that I've listed in the app before. So this tool can prioritize the task based on deadlines. If you put timelines, it will prioritize based on timeline. It will also make the thing to list it based on past behavior, your pattern, and making sure that Jane or you as a marketing professional focus on the high priority activities first. And this will basically reduce your stress, the amount of brain power that you dedicate into deciding which one should I do first or what comes first and all that. You can basically outsource all that brain energy to an AI tool like Todoist. Okay? Let me know in the comments if you're finding this useful. The second one I want to talk about today is note-taking and organization. AI for note-taking and organization. Some people are using this already, but I'm going to share and talk about it regardless. Yeah. AI tools can do smart note-taking for you. That's me. So you can use applications like Evernote, OneNote to transcribe voice notes, categorize information, and suggest content. I have used Author.ai a lot, and I see a lot of people use it as well. But now, even with Microsoft Teams, there's a transcription feature that comes with it that can summarize your meeting into text and even help you to highlight the cogent or the important elements. So it does automatic summarization, of lengthy documents or even emails or meeting notes, and it saves you a lot of time and effort. People that cannot attend the meeting, they can either listen to the recording or they can actually just go straight to the transcript and they can pick up on the most important things from the meeting. Also, you can do contextual linking. I like this one because what it does is it links related notes and documents by creating interconnected web of information. So you had a meeting yesterday, part one for your project, then part two today, part three tomorrow. And if it's a series of conversations, it can actually help you to pull everything together so you can retrieve information as and when. If you find yourself, maybe you're a business analyst or you are a content creator or project manager, you'll find this very, very useful. I recommend this a lot. I've got a use case here. For example, an online education provider. You're struggling with retrieving lecture notes and student feedback. You adopt Evernote. Evernote is a good one. I used it for many years, even before AI became a big thing. I've used Evernote for a long time. It helps you with smart note taking and transcribe it and categorize it you categorize your voice notes, summarize all the lengthy documents into something that you can take away. And then this will basically improve your organization, how you organize work and how you are efficient. Yeah. You can focus more on the quality of the teaching. For example, when I'm even doing my notes or preparing for my meetings, I use AI now to help me prepare, bounce my ideas off before I go for so that I can focus on the quality of the teaching, the quality of the content, and I'll source all the brain power and all the energy to a tool like AI that can help me pull all my notes together from my different files and create something I can use. Amazing tools that I still use a lot. I don't use Evernote as much again, but now I use Microsoft tools a lot. OneNote, that's the long note there. If you don't know how powerful your OneNote is, now you know, go and check it out. Evernote and Author.ai, really, really great, really, really great tools. So
I think those are the two scenarios I want to cover today, but let me give you some tips, especially for those who are maybe trying to look for ways to streamline your work and make your work easier, come across more professional, become more efficient. It is easier to achieve these things now with artificial intelligence. Excuse me. Number one, I have given you some suggestions today on different tools. That is not an exhaustive list. Those are just suggestions. There are so many other tools that you can experiment. I will encourage you to experiment with different tools. Play with the trial version. See whether it works for you, right? The fact that I use OneNote doesn't mean you have to use OneNote, right? Use OneNote or Google OneNote alternatives and see which one is best and which one you find easier to use. The other thing is at the back of your mind, when you are getting into an activity or you are getting into a particular task, it is important to integrate artificial intelligence into your daily routine. For example, you're going out, you want to plan your journey, or you have specific meetings for the day. At the back of your mind, look at which ones of these can AI help me to like prepare in advance for, gather note materials for, or create content for, and so on and so forth. If you don't do that, you put a lot more stress, a lot more pressure on your brain and on your mind, such that you have to think about how you're going to do these things manually. But with AI, it brings speed, it brings efficiency, and also it increases your productivity. You can get a lot more done within a shorter time frame. And of course, I don't need to bang on this too hard, but you need to stay updated on development within the AI space. Subscribe to channels like my channel, of course. Follow Join Momentum. There's a lot of other people that post about AI communities and content developers around AI on YouTube. Follow their channel, subscribe, listen to what they have to say to be abreast of latest developments in the artificial intelligence space. And finally, I want you to balance AI with human judgment. Oh, sorry about the typo there. So balance when AI gives you output, you need to bring your mind to review or to check, and of course, to balance with human nuances, the psychology. How do you want your message to land? Is this what you're trying to say? Is that what you got from the meeting? And so on and so forth. So don't throw away your human judgment and that's not great. So use AI to complement, and then you bring your humanity and your own expertise and knowledge and skills um, to ratify or review before you decide what to do with the material. Okay, I hope this has been helpful today. If you have anything you want me to address when it comes to AI, please feel free and bring them on board. But I think that's everything I've got to share today. You can still buy the Product Management Mastery Playbook. It's available on Growth Academy. So go to growthacademy.joinmomentum.co.uk. It's there. And finally, like I said, I keep saying this every week. Thank you to those who have taken advantage of this opportunity. Myself and a few of my friends who are business consultants, technology consultants, and leaders, we are partnering and working with churches, charities, and cultural groups across the UK. So all you have to do is visit my website, www.victorsonde.com/UK churches/charities initiative, and if you scroll to the bottom of this page, that's what the page looks like. If you scroll to the bottom of this page, you will see a simple form that asks you to request a callback. Once you fill that, somebody from my team will call you back to understand your needs when it comes to entrepreneurship, development, career clinics, and professional development for your church, your charity, or your cultural group. All right, on this note, I'll be handing over to my technical team. Ladies and gentlemen, nice talking tonight. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and I hope to see you again in the next podcast or episode of this series. Have a good night.
Welcome to Join Momentum, where we're not just a company, but a community of digital innovators. At Join Momentum, our mission is simple yet powerful: to accelerate digital talents and business productivity through practical work experiences, trainee internships, and talent placement. We believe in the transformative power of hands-on experience and mentorship, so all our associates learn by doing, not just theories. Through these efforts, we build innovative products and solutions that address user needs and create value for our candidates, clients, and stakeholders. You can partner with us in our mission to accelerate digital talents and increase business productivity by working with us, hiring our talents, or investing in us. This is Join Momentum.